Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Laura A Music Corner. I am back for another Arion reaction. I will be doing a first time reaction to Arion's music called Twisted Coil, Electric Castle, and Other Tales. Now, I think there was a request that someone asked for me to do this reaction. I can't remember who made that request, but sure enough, here I am. I'm actually doing it. So it's my first time reacting. I have no knowledge of the music, what the music is about. So I'm gonna experience it with you guys. And yeah, and go back to Arion Universe and check out their song Twisted Coil. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some Arion.
Ben ik schuldig door te leven? Mijn neem spiegelt schoot. Blik me in die ogen des Teufels.
Slide down into the silence, and I'm the day away. Move closer to a memory, feel it slip away. Light shivers in the distance, whispering away. Your sun is smiling on my ashes, on this perfect day. Machine and wash your conscience clean of yesterday. Drown the ocean, drain the sky, wash the color from the sun. Still the thunder, derail the earth, burn the stars out one by one. Come undone. Breathe deeply of your essence, stir the scars with me. Sing sweet a song so deathless, you belong to me. Light shivers in the distance, wish it all away. Your sun is smiling on my ashes, on this perfect astray inside the guilt machine, turning tensions, twisted coil, till nothing's left of me. Words unspoken feed the lie. Smile and say you're doing fine today. Conversation makes no sense. Logic stripped away. Situations out of hand, and I'm but disarray. Words unspoken feed the lie. Another pill, you're doing fine today. Did you dream of distant skies and thirst to roam and wonder? Did you die silently inside? Did you think you'd find the answer behind the light? Did you think you'd find a way to disconnect your favorite, disengage and justify, to wash away the pain, medicate and victimize, to purge you pure again. Words unspoken seal the lie. One small step, you'll soon be fine today. Did you dream of distant skies and plans to roam and wander? Did you die silently inside? Did you think you'd find the answer behind the light? Did you think you'd find a way to disconnect your favorite pain? Life shivers in the distance, whispering away. Your sun is smiling on my ashes on this perfect day. Shut down the guilt machine and wash your conscience clean of yesterday.
That was really good. You Europeans, you guys know how to have a really good performances when it comes to music acts over there because I swear Americans got a long way to go to catch up to your caliber of music and yeah, and the wonderful arts that you guys create out there because unfortunately, the music industry over here is just fall short every single time I'm listening to certain bands and I'm just like could do better. And please, Americans, don't try to, like really say, "Oh, how dare you?" But I'm just calling it as it is. But I really enjoyed the performance. I think the whole, everything was perfect. It was just like you don't see a flaw of like sometimes you could catch one or two things mishappening. No, everybody keeps it really tight when it comes to the position of the timing of the music. The visuals was like really different compared to the other performances that they had in years past. And I just think it's really lovely to see how they have evolved the stage presence to look more theatrical and just give it that theatric ambiance to the music, which is really lovely to see. And just people really getting into character. And it's really nice to see something like that happening over there in Europe. And yeah, I'm gonna stop along the way. I'm gonna bring back the music and share my thoughts on all the everything that I've seen so far. But it was really, really good music that I really enjoy. Okay, so let's do this. Like I said, I'm gonna stop along the way. I love how, like I said, I love how they created the stage um setup because of the fact that they went into detail of like almost doing theatrical theater, creating almost like a fortress and just having the visuals, a bit of visuals here and there, but just adding a fortress on the outside just looks really, really majestic. Like you're gonna go into a world that it's just beyond what beyond the music. And just to hear the sound of the phone, almost like you're trying to reach to a world and you just keep getting that continuous, dialing. It's just like adds a little bit element like what's going on, what's happening. And then you go into the adventure. So I quite enjoyed that start.
Ben ik schuldig door te leven?
I like how this gentleman comes in like, here I am. Let's do this. I got you. And he's wearing his costume just to fit the part, which is just really good. But his voice is really amazing. I mean, you don't need to hit high notes to have a wonderful voice because obviously he has a lot of depth and you could tell the richness of his voice, the emotions that he brings out. You just know you're experiencing a really good music.
Blickt man in die Augen des Teufels,
Slide down into the silence, and on the day away, move closer to a memory, feel it slip away.
I just love how he starts very, very smooth, very simple, almost like if you're, it's almost like like I'm envisioning myself just looking through, like almost like if you're going through hiking and you see like the trees and stuff like that, and then come towards like almost like you're going into, I'm not sure if it's a pond or something or a river, just to see the majestic of between water and land and just picturing, just capturing a moment of simplicity and that he is able to really capture it through his voice and just enjoy the moment of just tranquility.
Like shivers in the distance, whispering away. Your sun is smiling on my ashes, on this perfect day. Machine and wash your conscience clean of yesterday. Drown the ocean, drain the sky, wash the color from the sun, still the thunder, derail the earth, burn the stars out one by one, we come undone. Breathe deeply of your essence, stir the scars with me.
I really admire the band because they're able to keep the simplicity of the music. Because I'm listening to the guitar, giving that little tempo going on, but then you hear the cello, you hear the drums, and everybody, but just really like capturing the tranquility of the world. And it's just like you could hear everyone playing beautifully. There's not like a drop on the note. Everyone is keeping it tight. Everyone is pretty much like almost like if they're playing as one. And it's just really enjoyable because right now I'm feeling very relaxed just hearing this gentleman sing, and it's just like capturing the moment of the quietness of the music.
Sing sweet, a song so deathless, you belong to me. Like shivers in the distance, wishing away. Your sun is smiling on my ashes, on this perfect day. Wash your conscience clean of yesterday. Drown the ocean, drain the sky.
The music definitely brings me back in the 80s. I was just like, I'm sitting here and I'm like, it really brought me back to the 80s. Like, it gave me an 80s flashback of a lot of bands from the UK who will play this typical sound of music. And just imagining myself as a 15-year-old listening to a new band. And it's just like, it's so, like, it's almost mesmerizing for me because just it just brought me back, and I'm just like, wow, it just really it feels good just to hear it and just experiencing something different. It's different but similar at the same time. So it's just like I'm like, okay, it reminds me of this one band. Oh God, I forgot the name of the band. You see, this is so long ago. But eventually, if I remember it, I'll type it down so you know what I'm thinking of. So it just brought me back to a specific band and how they use like almost like the majestic sound of animals. Talk Talk. That's who I was thinking of, the band called Talk Talk, and how they were able to use synthesizers, emulate the sound of nature. And so that's how it brought me back in the day, listening to Talk Talk's music and just envisioning myself just feeling the waves and music and sounds of animals. That's where I'm getting at.
Wash the color from the sun, still
Here, I love when they do the switch up because then the simplicity ends and then they add the element of almost like rock to metal sound, but it's just like it captures you all of a sudden and you're just like, okay, now here comes the event of, some chaos happening, but not crazy, crazy. Just something different to add to it.
Accusations run astray inside the guilt machine, turning tensions twisted coil till nothing's left of me. Words unspoken feed the lie. Smile and say you're doing fine today. Conversation makes no sense. Logic stripped away. Situations out of hand, and I'm but disarray. Words unspoken feed the lie. Another pill, you're doing fine today. Did you dream of distant skies and thirst to roam and wonder? Did you die silently inside? Did you think you'd find the answer?
It's almost like if this part when it just changed up, and I'm trying to get a grasp of this part, but it's almost like if he's having an internal battle with himself and how, again, this is like almost like an internal battle within himself, whether his conscious mind is telling the rest of him, like, okay, you think of this way, I think of that way, but you know, it's almost like he's riddled it with a lot of either shame, embarrassment, or just remorse. And so it's just like when I see the backup singers, I see them like if they are trying to poke him and say, well, this is what you thinking you feeling. And so it's like an internal battle that he's going through. And I quite enjoy how they able to switch it up a bit on the vocals are really done beautifully. But I just like the interactions, how they're doing this scene, because every time he turns around, almost like looking for a glimmer of hope, so it's just like you could see that there's a lot of things going on at the same time. And it's just interesting how um they able to capture those intimate moments, but also thinking out loud.
Behind the light, did you think you'd find a way to disconnect your favorite, disengage and justify, to wash away the pain, medicate and victimize, to purge you pure again? Words unspoken steal the light. One small step, you'll still be fine today. Did you dream of distant skies and thirst to
it's definitely the internal battle that he was having raging on when it came to this part of the music, just contemplating the life choices that he made, but it's just like whether it's correct or not. And it's just interesting how they were able to put it together as a theatrical scenario here. But I just quite enjoy that part, and then how they are going to start changing it up on the music part, which is quite interesting to me.
Like shivers in the distance, whispering away. Your sun is shining.
I enjoy how the cello and the violinist was able to just capture like the simplicity of the music, and just like if he's in contemplation again, just looking for the solitude and peace. And it's just like they're able to add that little bit of tranquility in the sound.
On my ashes, on this perfect day, to give me seen and wash your conscience clean of yes, clean. Drain the sky, watch the color from the sun. Still the thunder, the burn the stars out one by one. Drown the ocean, drain the sky.
I like how they're able to elevate the music more, like almost like hitting the climax of it, and just how he is able to project his voice, just getting louder and louder, just almost like a booming effect that he is adding in the audience. So it's just like it's really powerful. He's a very powerful singer, and I could tell that he has a lot of years of experience, and it's just the way he magnifies that energy. You could tell that he is just like he gives it all for everyone to really have that experience.
Watch the color from the sun. Still the thunder, the rain, burn the stars out one by one.
That was good, guys. That was good. I don't know who made that request, but thank you. I really enjoyed the experience. I think it's very fun to listen to different parts of the music from Arion and the different timelines that Arjun has done throughout the years. I think it's really fun to experience the different aspects of, you know, the music, and just almost reminiscing to the point of like me going back to as a teenager, experiencing music in the 80s, which has a lot of 80s theme sound to it, which is really lovely to hear in my end. Even though I don't listen to 80s music these days, I mean, the closest I listen to is probably Duran Duran, and that's as far as it goes. But like just to hear certain familiar sounds, it's always very enjoyable. And I think, it's definitely, I noticed that a lot of the younger generation now, they're experiencing a lot of the music that the parents listened to when they were teenagers, and they quite enjoy it. And that has been an ongoing conversation in my world. So, yeah, I think it's really great to hear music like this again. So thank you again for everyone getting me involved. If you want me to do any more Ariane music reactions, you guys could drop a comment on the comment section and I will definitely add it on to my list because I do have a list now. Yay, I don't screenshot anymore. See, I have like a list of music that I've been adding on as I'm going on in my journey here and the music channel here. So, yeah, I will definitely add it on and I will definitely do a future reaction. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to my music. If you guys like this content, you guys know what to do. If you are new to the channel, you're very much welcome to subscribe. And I will catch you guys soon. Oh, one more thing before I let you go. I do have a new Instagram page. It's called L.A.music corner1 on Instagram. I'll be adding short reels and you guys could keep up with me on what I do outside of this little area here. So, and I also have my Facebook, Laura A Music Corner 1. So, yeah. So, thank you again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys soon on the next music reaction. Bye.